long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance, I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I delivered. Bad news on the doorsteps, I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. And bye-bye, Miss American Pie, drove my Chevy to the levee was dry, where those good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Now do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? Well, can you teach me how to dance real slow? And I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym while you both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage drunken buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, and I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. And I was singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie, drove my Chevy to the levee was dry, where those good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on a roll, where moss grows fat on a rolling stone, but that's not how it used to be. When the jesters sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and the voice that came from you and me. And while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown while the courtroom was adjourned. But no verdict was returned, and while Ed had read the book on marks, the quartet practice in the park, we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. And we were singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie, drove my Chevy to the levee was dry, where those good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Helter-skelter in summer swelter, a bird flew off in a fallout shelter, 8 miles high and falling fast, and landed flower on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass, with the jester in a sideline in a cast. And now the halftime air was sweet perfume, while the sergeant played a marching tune. We all got up to dance, but we never got the chance, 'cause the players tried to take the field and the marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed the day the music died? And we were singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie, drove my Chevy to the levee was dry, where the singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. In there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack flash sat on a candlestick, because fire is the devil's only friend. And while I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fists of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night to light the sacrificial light, I saw Satan laughing with delight the day the music died. And I was singing bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee was dry, where those good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Well, I met a girl who sang the blues. I asked her for some happy news. She just smiled and she turned away. So I went down to the sacred store, where I heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and poets dreamed, and not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken. The three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last rain for the coast, the day the music died. So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee was dry. Those good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. And we were singing bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee was dry. Those good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die.